One thing that really have to fight like a knife, depending on it, because it will be.
Jake Paul has just landed himself in the middle of a serious storm, and it's not just because of an upcoming fight. This time, he's crossed a line that very few dare to approach. After making deeply personal comments about Mike Tyson's family, the legendary boxer has finally broken his silence, and his reaction has left the internet shaken. Mike Tyson, the man who dominated the boxing world with his fists and now with his presence, is not someone to provoke lightly. Especially when it comes to something as sensitive as family. Jake may have underestimated the emotional weight of his words, and now he's facing the consequences. What happens when a YouTube star disrespects a global icon? You're about to find out.
Yeah. I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the f*** out.
If there's one thing Jake Paul is known for, it's stirring controversy. Whether it's inside the ring or on social media, he thrives on attention and knows how to keep the spotlight on himself. But this time, he may have crossed the one line that should never be crossed, involving someone's family. In a series of shocking comments made during fight promotions, Jake targeted Mike Tyson's past, and the backlash was immediate. Fans, fighters, and even celebrities are now calling him out, saying he's gone too far. Mike Tyson, a man who has seen both unimaginable glory and heartbreaking tragedy, didn't stay quiet. What started as typical trash talk has now turned into something deeply emotional, and potentially career-changing for Jake Paul.
But when I went to the hospital, the people who were there, they're up there because their kids are dead too. Or about to die.
In 2009, Mike Tyson experienced a tragedy no parent should ever endure, the loss of his young daughter, Exodus Tyson, in a heartbreaking home accident. It's a topic he rarely discusses, and for good reason. The pain is still raw. Yet recently, Jake Paul made comments referencing that painful chapter of Tyson's life, and fans around the world were stunned. This wasn't your average fight hype or edgy trash talk, it was personal, and many believe it was completely out of line. Tyson, known for his strength both inside and outside the ring, has now spoken out, and his message is powerful. For Jake, this is more than a fight, it's a lesson in boundaries, respect, and consequences.
So, who the hell am I? They get to die too.
In the build-up to what might be one of the most watched fights of the year, Jake Paul made a major misstep. Trash talk is part of boxing, it builds hype, grabs headlines, and adds drama. But there's a difference between hyping a fight and hitting below the belt. Jake crossed that line when he brought up Mike Tyson's family in a way that many fans found offensive. Mike Tyson is no stranger to adversity, but even for a battle-hardened legend like him, this felt personal. As expected, Jake issued a public apology, but many are questioning if the damage is already done. Tyson is reportedly more focused and motivated than ever, not just to win, but to defend his family's honor. And when Mike fights with emotion, you know it's going to be explosive.
Biggest beatdown you've ever had, whether it be physically or emotionally or spiritually?
I lost my 4-year-old daughter. She accidentally killed herself by accident.
Oh man.
She on a treadmill. She didn't know how to work it and she got hurt.
Wow.
So after that, I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do.
How'd you recover from that?
And I haven't. I just know in order to make her happy, I have to do good things and be positive.
Jake Paul's entire career has been built on shock value, pushing boundaries and creating viral moments. But after making controversial comments about Mike Tyson's past, fans believe he may have finally gone too far. While Jake quickly responded with an apology, viewers are becoming increasingly skeptical of his sincerity. After all, this isn't the first time he's issued a sorry after crossing the line. For Mike Tyson, though, this one feels different. This isn't just about an opponent talking trash, this is about respect, and when someone like Tyson feels disrespected, he responds not with words, but with action. The upcoming fight isn't just a boxing match anymore, it's become something personal, and potentially historic.
No, I mean, I was definitely pretty devastated, but I first and foremost wanted to make sure that Mike was healthy. I love and respect Mike, and I was
At 58 years old, Mike Tyson is still proving why he's one of the most feared fighters in boxing history. Despite a recent health scare that forced the fight's postponement, Tyson is back in the gym, training harder than ever. His speed, power, and mental focus are making headlines once again, reminding everyone that age is just a number when you're a living legend. But the conversation around this fight has shifted. It's no longer just about skill or experience, it's about legacy. And for Tyson, legacy means defending what matters most: his name, his family, and his principles. Jake Paul may be younger and flashier, but Tyson is more driven than ever. And when he steps into the ring, he's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for something far deeper.
We're getting ready for you.
With the fight now officially rescheduled for November 15th, Jake Paul is set to face Mike Perry this July as a warm-up match. Some believe it's a smart move. Others think it's Jake's way of buying time before he has to face the storm that is Mike Tyson. But if Jake thought the delay would cool things down, he was wrong. Tyson made it clear, the schedule may have changed, but his mission hasn't. He's going to finish what he started, and Jake's recent actions have only fueled that fire. This fight is shaping up to be one of the most intense of the year, not just for the spectacle, but for the emotions behind it. Jake may be training for a title, but Tyson is preparing for redemption.
I know the art of fight, I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring, because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. Now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing.
Jake Paul has just landed himself in the middle of a serious storm, and it's not just because of an upcoming fight. This time, he's crossed a line that very few dare to approach. After making deeply personal comments about Mike Tyson's family, the legendary boxer has finally broken his silence, and his reaction has left the internet shaken. Mike Tyson, the man who dominated the boxing world with his fists and now with his presence, is not someone to provoke lightly. Especially when it comes to something as sensitive as family. Jake may have underestimated the emotional weight of his words, and now he's facing the consequences. What happens when a YouTube star disrespects a global icon? You're about to find out.